This was probably the most emotional Nikola Jokic has ever been on camera. The Joker's passion for horses is now known to everyone, but you'd be wrong thinking he was watching horse racing this time. What actually made him so hyped was watching a basketball team called KK Joker. If it isn't obvious yet, the team is called after Nikola, but it hasn't been that way for long. Jokic actually started his career playing for this team in his youth, and in 2017 the club rebranded itself in his honor. There's a little Easter egg in their logo too, as you can see Joker's jersey number 15 under the crown. The whole Jokic family is involved in the project, with brothers Nemanja and Strahinja also being a part of the organization. Nobody is messing with this team, as I'm sure you remember Nikola's brothers and their little beef with Morris twins. In that viral clip, KK Joker was playing an important game in the Serbian 2nd division, fighting for a promotion to the top league. That's why the Joker was so excited to see his team succeed. And if you were wondering what Jokic shouted in Serbian, it roughly translates to "that's how you do it." Fittingly to the team, we are giving away an original Nikola Jokic jersey. Once we reach 75,000 subscribers on this channel, we'll choose one lucky subscriber who will get it sent to their home. So make sure to subscribe right now and be that lucky one. Speaking of MVPs owning sports teams with their brothers, the Antetokounmpo brothers became part owners of Major League Soccer club Nashville SC.
Hey Nashville, there we go.
But why a football team in the MLS, you may ask? Well, apparently they bought the shares of the team in honor of their father, who was a professional football player. 4 brothers playing professional basketball, then producing a movie, now they have a club in the MLS. The Antetokounmpos are really building their legacy in all directions possible. There's another pair of brothers I want to talk about, and these two come from Spain. I'm talking about the Gasol brothers, where Marc Gasol is the owner and founder, while Pau is the vice president. What's even more interesting, Marc Gasol is actually still playing basketball for that team. And I mean, not just playing. In 2022, he literally carried them to the Premier Spanish Division, ACB, and since then the team is competing in the strongest domestic league in Europe. Even after such an achievement, Marc decided not to retire and play again in the ACB after a 14-year break, while also chasing another unique accomplishment. Before joining Memphis Grizzlies in 2008, Gasol was playing for CB Girona and became the MVP of the ACB league. Unfortunately, it all went downhill from there for the club, and it was dissolved in 2013. A year later, while still playing in the NBA, Marc Gasol decided to bring basketball back to Girona and re-establish the team then named Club Escola Basquet Marc Gasol. I guess Nikola Jokic isn't the only player with a team named after him, but the difference is the team changed their name back to CB Girona later. Although Marc is now a veteran approaching his 40s, he's got a legit chance to win the MVP award again for the same team. Another former NBA All-Star, Tony Parker, is actually the owner of one of the EuroLeague teams, Asvel Villeurbanne. In 2009, he bought a 20% stake, and 2 years later, during the 2011 lockout, played for the team.
Parker avec l'écran de Renituria. Tony Parker, il est passé une nouvelle fois. Then in 2014, TP became the majority shareholder of the club, and after his retirement became heavily involved in the management of the team. In fact, so involved that his brother TJ is the head coach of the team. But you could argue Tony is investing even more of his time and effort into developing the club's youth players. Perhaps his biggest project so far, Victor Wembanyama, believed in Tony Parker's approach and spent the 2021-22 season with Asvel.
Steal number 3. 2-on-1 opportunities. Wembanyama rewarded for running the floor.
Fun fact, a former NBA player and also NBA Live legend, let's be fair, Corey Maggette is an investor as well. Maybe he got some investment advice from LeBron, who managed to multiply his initial $5.5 million investment to Liverpool FC tenfold. fold.
I read about the franchise and how amazing it is, you know, and I actually made a trip over to Liverpool as well and see all the sights and the arena and everything. So it was pretty unique.
The Kings, so fittingly having 2% of an English football club, is quite a well-known fact, so I won't go on for too long, but it's clear that he has invested in a sports team that is worth the most on this list, with the estimated value of around $5 billion. But that actually might not hold true for very long, as LeBron has openly expressed his interest in starting an NBA franchise in Las Vegas.
I would love to bring a team here at some point. That would be amazing.
I think it's clear that the potential worth of this expansion team in Sin City can instantly go to the top of the NBA. The King will have to wait until his career is over though, as the NBA does not currently allow the team owners to play in the league. So at least as of right now, we won't be seeing the Marc Gasol type story where the owner LeBron carries the team to a championship. Dwayne Wade is already ahead of LeBron when it comes to ownership of NBA teams. It might not be that well known, but D-Wade is actually one of the owners of the Utah Jazz. While it's not clear how much of a stake he has purchased, we know that the minimum is 1% and he must have at least that. I'm sure the Heat legend is happy with his decision since Utah's rebuild is going really well.
Drives paint.
If you're enjoying this video, make sure to press that like button and also check out our BM Plus platform here, where you will find even more additional basketball content. That's including some opinion articles and extra basketball breakdowns, so check it out right now. There's some discounts in there for you guys. Next up, not all former Miami Heat players were so lucky with their investments. Let me say it, Shaquille O'Neal's investment in the Sacramento Kings might just have the worst timing possible. Shaq bought a minority stake of the team in 2013, but what followed was 9 years of being at the bottom of the standings. The Diesel might have been fed up with almost a decade of losing and sold his stake in the summer of 2022.
Patting in. See the tears coming out.
Ironically, right after that, the Kings became relevant again and became one of the best teams in the Western Conference. Shaq said that the departure from the team was solely due to other business ventures, but I can see how he could be regretting it already, leaving right before the team's rise. I saw some rumors about Michael Jordan selling the Charlotte Hornets, so maybe then they could be a successful team again? I don't know, just throwing it out there. Michael Jordan selling the Charlotte Hornets. There are quite a few more current and former NBA players that are shareholders of professional sports teams, but most of them are involved with MLS. Magic Johnson has invested in LAFC, James Harden in Houston Dynamo, and Kevin Durant in Philadelphia Union. Steve Nash, who's also well known for his passion for football, is one of the few former players who has stakes in multiple teams in different countries, as he is part owner of the Vancouver Whitecaps and Spanish team Mallorca.
7, 8, 9, 10. The offer is only on the table for 10 more days.
It also seems that owning a team that you have previously played for is a common occurrence, as it isn't just Jokic and Gasol. Dennis Schroeder is the sole owner of his first team, Braunschweig, while Amari Stoudemire and Luis Scola have shares of the teams they played for in the end of their careers. Scola's team in Italy has implemented Mike D'Antoni's 7 seconds or less offense, which is working really well, and if you're interested to see NBA type of offense in Europe, just click that button right here and watch our full breakdown. With all these examples of Stoudemire, Scola, or Marc Gasol, I think there's a solid chance that Nikola Jokic could come back home and finish his career in a team named after himself. Of course, there's a lot of work to be done for Nikola in order to get that team to a higher standard and the top basketball divisions. But I find it pretty cool that all these basketball players venture out to business and invest in the future of sports. But let me know in the comments who surprised you the most on this list, and also who do you think got the best investment. Click that like if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next one.